What's going on, YouTube friends and acquaintances? I want to start by saying that the opinions expressed in this video do not represent the opinions of my employer, who shall remain nameless. I wanted to do this commentary yesterday, but I was so fucking pissed off that I couldn't. I needed some time to cool off and evaluate my feelings. I got a phone call at work yesterday, and it was around 10:42 a.m. There was a customer that wanted to speak to the store manager in the parking lot. This woman said she heard a baby crying in a vehicle. That there was a baby, there was a young girl and a young boy in a Ford Expedition that was unattended. I've had lots of customers call me to the parking lot before, but it's always been for someone left a pet in their car, which is still horrible, but never a baby. I work in Austin, Texas, and the heat is fucking ridiculous in the summer. Yesterday it was 97 degrees, but it felt like 104 degrees according to the weatherman. When I got close to the SUV, I could hear the baby crying, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing when I looked in. The baby is soaked, covered in sweat, and it's got this desperate look on her face, as if, please help me. There was another little boy and a little girl in the back seat, and they looked like they had passed out. Tried calling out to them, but they wouldn't respond. The windows were halfway rolled down, but even though they were halfway down, it was still way too fucking hot to be out there. I broke a sweat within just seconds of being outside the SUV. I can't imagine what they felt like inside the motherfucker. I paged for the owner of the SUV to come out, and it took this asshole 11 minutes. Police already been called, and of course they hadn't got there yet. He walks out and walks up to what is now a small crowd around his car and says, "What's the problem?" Really? You see a group of people by your fucking car where you have your kids being boiled alive, and you want to know what is the problem? I told him the problem, and I was trying real hard to hold my temper so I could keep my job. He didn't give a shit about what I had to say, though. This guy went so far as to even say he was in there so long because he couldn't find any fucking help. He told me, "Fuck you, these are my kids." Then the jackass left before the cops got there, of course. I went and looked at the tape. I wanted to see how long these beautiful babies had been stuck in this fucking Ford microwave. Douche Magoo walks into the store at 10:16 a.m. Meet father of the fucking year. These babies were left unattended for 37 minutes. 37 minutes! It only takes 15 minutes for a child in a hot car to suffer life-threatening brain or kidney injuries. Not long after that for them to die of vehicular heat stroke. It takes even less minutes than that for someone to kidnap them. I fucking hate this guy. Any parent that can gamble with their kid's life like this needs to fucking pay. I think the punishment should fit the crime. In the description there's a link, and it's to a video that is really hard to watch. This motherfucker and all the dumbass parents who leave or forget their kids in their car should be locked in one of these small ass smart cars on the hottest summer days, twice as long as the kids were, and forced to watch this video over and over. How do you leave everything that matters to you, your whole fucking world, the only reason you exist, in a car on a hot day? I bet they wouldn't leave their fucking phone in there. Somebody please tell me how people do this and why. Tell me what you think should happen to parents that have done this. My family is my reason and rhyme. I would give my own life for them. I can't imagine any parent feeling different. Thanks for letting me vent and express myself on what I think is one of the most tragic events that takes children's lives. Also, thank you to my beautiful family.